What's up, YouTube? It's Justin, back with some NHL 18. Just doing a exhibition game, quick play game. This is the third time that I've attempted to do this video. I just couldn't get the words out. It was just kept saying the wrong things. But by now, not to take away from what happened in Las Vegas tonight, but by now you guys have probably heard of the alleged terrorist attack or attempt in Edmonton. A little bit about me. I do live in Edmonton. If you don't know where that is, that's in Alberta, Canada. The event happened Saturday night, September 30th. I'll try and talk about it as best as I can. That's going to be icing. And not to confuse you if you haven't heard, but what ended up happening was early in the evening, approximately I think 8:15 local time. A male suspect, approximately 30 years old, ran a police officer down after in which, after running him down, the suspect jumped out of the vehicle and stabbed the officer multiple times, causing some facial lacerations and cuts. But that was before he struck the police vehicle head on. So basically what happened was, suspect came, went through a barricade, hit the officer, Constable Chernick, and then came to a stop after hitting a police cruiser. Jumped out of the vehicle and stabbed Constable Chernick multiple times. I don't know Constable Chernick, but I live in Edmonton. This hits close to home for me for a couple reasons. One, I fucking live here. This shit should not happen. Number two, my real job, I work close with the police. I will not lie, I do security. You know, I've been doing it for 10 years. Love it. You know, it's a good job. And I've gotten to know quite a few police officers with the Edmonton Police Service because of my job. One of them I've known for 13 years-ish. Highly respect the man. And I respect all police officers that do their job properly. Now, that's not to say that there aren't bad cops out there, because there are. Just like there's bad guards, and every job's got their bad apples in them. And if you tell me that that's not true, I will flat out call you a liar, because every job has those bad apples. after Constable Chernick was run down and then stabbed, the suspect took off. Like the coward that he is. But in testimony of how tough cops are, Constable Chernick got up and attempted to chase the suspect before the suspect got away. A few hours later, they tracked the suspect down at a police check stop. And upon realizing that the person that they were talking to was the same person that they were looking for, the suspect fled. Stepped on the gas pedal, took off running again because he's a little chicken shit piece of crap. Ended up running 4 civilians down and was eventually arrested by the police. Two of the civilians that were run down have been released from the hospital. 2 are still undergoing further evaluation. My thoughts are with them. Here's where I'm gonna get real, even more realer than I have been. As I said, I'm 36 years old. I don't know if I said that, but I just did. You know, I was raised in a Christian family. I'm no longer Christian. I haven't been for a number of years. I am who I am. You know, my parents did the best that they could. My parents raised me to treat everybody with respect. Yeah, some days it's hard. Some days it's easy. You treat me with respect, you're gonna get it right back. You want to piss me off, go right ahead. But I will make your life a living hell if you do. That's just who I am. You want to treat me like shit, I'll treat you like shit right back. I'm just as good at doing it as you are. I might even be better. But we're all here on Earth for one reason. We're here to survive, to live, to raise our families, raise our kids, love, and be who we are. You know, if you can't treat somebody with respect, just fucking avoid that person. You know, just leave them alone. Don't interact with them. Don't say shit to them. Just let them go about whatever they're doing. And let's leave the killing and attempted killings alone, because that's not what we're all about. You know, the reason I bring that up is because the suspect in this matter was allegedly to have be in possession of a flag of ISIS. You know, this is no longer just somebody that hated the police that was defending himself. This was a straight up attack. Now, can we define this as a terroristic attack? Right now, no. We can't and we shouldn't. Unless we know 100% certainty that it was a attack by a terrorist group. You know, yeah, there's going to be these religious zealots, however you fucking want to say it, that are going to take everything and make it about religion. But let's just fucking abolish religion. If religion is that much of excuse me, if religion is that much of a problem, a hindrance on humanity, let's just abolish it. You know, they wanted to abolish and prohibit alcohol and all this shit. Yeah, alcohol can be bad. Alcohol has its issues. But it's not alcohol itself. It's people that want to drink and drive. It's people that can't handle their... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? It's people that can't handle their alcohol. That's the problem. It's like saying that guns kill people. No. It's not the guns. It's the person wielding the gun. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. A gun doesn't just look at someone and say, "Ooh, I don't like you. I'm gonna kill you." No. Back to my original point, though. We're all human. Doesn't matter if you're brown, black, white, orange, green, purple. At the end of the day, we all bleed the same color. We all end up in the same place. 6 feet under, and we bleed red. You know, we're all here to survive. we're not all going to have the same hobbies, same likes. We're all not going to like the same music, shows, whatever. You know, we're all different. You know, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was raised in a Christian family. You know, on my dad's side. Go to church every Sunday, say your prayers before every meal, read your Bible. But I'm very so not religious. I have no religious affiliation. I despise religion because it's contradictory, hypocritical. You know, when I was a religious person, when I went to church, one of the things I remember being taught was judge not lest you be judged, or words to that effect. Straight from the Bible. From this book. This magical book. But the people that I find that are the most judgmental are Christians and Catholics and anybody that goes to church. You know, very hypocritical in the sense that they don't follow what they preach. That's fine. You do you, boo-boo. I'm gonna do me. But if you're gonna sit there and tell me that what I'm doing is wrong or against the book, you can take that book and shove it straight up your ass. Hell, I might even provide you the... Oh crap, I'm on the power play, not penalty kill. Hell, I might even give you the lubrication to get that thing shoved up your ass. I'll help you. I don't care if my neighbor Tommy goes to church every Sunday, goes to Mass every Saturday because he's Catholic. I don't care if he wants to get down on a rug and pray to Prophet Muhammad or Allah, or if he prays to Buddha. I mean, hell, he wants to rub Buddha's belly, go for it. That's perfectly fine by me. But don't sit there and tell me that I'm in the wrong because of something that I say or something that I do. Because it goes against what you believe. What I believe is there's fuck all. I don't believe in a religion. I have no religious background. I don't give a shit. But all of these wars stem because of some extremist. somebody that takes something that's said in a book and takes it too far. God damn. Whatever happened to just treating people with respect and avoiding those that you don't like? Sure, there might be somebody at your job that you don't like. A little harder to avoid them. I get it. Been there, done that. But let's just try and do better. Let's stop with all this fucking hate, whether it's for somebody because of their religious background, color of their skin, where they're from. It doesn't matter what you hate them for. Let's just stop. You know, you guys don't think that there have been people in my 36 years that I haven't liked? Fuck, there's been a lot of fucking people that I don't like. I just do what I can to avoid said person. You know, I see them coming. I just go across the street. I leave the store. I go to a different part of the building if I'm at work. It's not really that hard, you know, to avoid people that you don't like. There is a reason why I'm talking about religion and avoiding people that you don't like for one reason, and I'll get into that in a minute. If somebody posts a comment that you don't like on Facebook or on Twitter, just ignore it. Don't feed into the hate. Hate doesn't breed... Hate breeds hate. You know, people don't just wake up one day going, oh, you know what? I hate black people, or I hate all this, all that. I hate white people. I hate Asians. No, they're born into that. And the only person that can change that is you. So fucking change it. Step out of your fucking comfort zone and do something about it. You know, racism is rampant everywhere. We see it in hockey, albeit not that often, but we still do. That's a fucking tripping penalty. We see it in football. We see it in basketball. We see it in soccer. We see it everywhere. We see it in video games. We see it when we game online, people. You know, and a lot of you guys that say that watch this and say, well, Yeah, you know, a lot of... Ooh, nice goal. A lot of us that drop the N-word or use other racial slurs, and I've been guilty of it, are just joking around. Well, yeah. You know... Or we're talking with our friends. That's not the point. The point is, you know, a lot of people in the gaming community use a lot of derogatory comments. You know, that doesn't help. You know, when I was talking about, you know, comments on social media, don't forget, guys, you can have your work life affected by things that you snap. Okay, that was nice. You know, your professional life can be affected by things that you say on social media. You can lose your job. You can be suspended for it. You can whatever your contract or agreement with your employer is, you can no matter what your job is, anything that you say on Facebook can go against code of conduct put out by your company. It's not difficult to figure that shit out. You know, the reason I bring this up is because I was going through my Facebook feed today, and somebody that I follow, a good friend of mine, created a page in Edmonton and subsequently around the world, called Shoutout Edmonton. He's done pages for a shit ton of places. He's also done missing pages. If you guys want to check it out, I can put a link to Shoutout Edmonton in the description below. But you know, he's a smart man. He's an entrepreneur. Puts so many hours into what he does, what he started, and he's got my utmost respect, just because of how dedicated to this he was. You know, but somebody had commented, basically running his mouth and being what's the word? I don't want to say racist, because, well, in a way he was being racist. Let me see if I can find that comment again. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm not going to read it because that's... His original comment was somewhat of a good point to a degree. He was basically calling out one ethnic background of the terror suspect here in the city. But the fact of the matter is that crimes can and will be committed by everybody. White people, black people, Asian people, brown people, Spanish people, you know, Latinos. It doesn't matter what their background is. People can all people can commit crimes. You know, it isn't just one ethnic background. It isn't just one race, one demographic we'll use. I don't like race because the humans are a race. It's not just a certain demographic of people that commit crimes. Everybody can commit a crime. And it doesn't take a fucking genius to figure that out. But part of his comment was, if it smells like shit and looks like shit, it's shit. Okay, you know what? Yeah. I don't get where he's going with that comment. But he ended up saying other things. And people were like, dude, like, chill out. And remember that you can lose your job because of shit like this. And people seem to forget that. You know, I'm not saying that I want to see this guy lose his job, but I want him to wake the fuck up. You know, I don't agree with what he said. I fucking hated what he said in all of his comments. But doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and go and bash this guy. I'm just going to leave his comments alone, because he'll catch shit from one way or another. You know, that's why I say, you guys, be careful of what you say on social media. It's a catch-22. Yeah, social media is great. But at the same time, social media can get you into a lot of shit. You know, here's an idea. If you don't like a certain group of people, here's a good reason on why. Media. The media portrays people, whether it's a single person or a group of people. The media portrays them a certain way. Stop listening to the media and use your own fucking brain. But my idea is, if you don't understand a certain culture or a certain religion, go up and talk to somebody from that group. Have an in-depth conversation with them. Find out what their culture or their religion's all about. You know, learn. Just because you're not in school anymore doesn't mean you can't learn. I'm 36 years old. I love learning. I hated it when I was in school because I thought it was useless, and it was. But now that I'm out of school and I can pick and choose what I want to learn, I love it. You know, I work at a place where I get all the free education I want. I'm not going to get into where I work for certain reasons. But I have all the free education at my disposal. Am I going to be able to get a degree from that education? Not a fucking chance. But my narrative remains the same. If you don't understand something, and we're taught this at a very young age, if you're unsure, ask questions. Just, if Tommy down the street is from, well, if Tommy down the street is from a Catholic background, and you're from a Hindu background or a different religious background than Tommy is, have a conversation. Just be like, hey, I just got some questions, you know, I want to talk to you. I want to see what it's all about. I'm not thinking of converting because, well, that would be up to you. But just ask questions. If they're from a different country, ask them what it's like, why they wanted to leave or why they left. Because sometimes you don't have a choice in leaving. You know, I wasn't born in Edmonton. I'm from Winnipeg. That's for another day. Probably won't get into that. Because that's kind of personal. But, you know, just ask what the country's like. Ask basic questions. Well, what's the first language there? What's your primary language? What's the education system like? If, you know, it doesn't take much, people. Stop with the fucking fear-mongering. Stop with the fucking hate. And start loving people. You know, I don't know if I said it during this video or if it was one of my other 8 billion attempts at this. I grew up in a Christian family. I think I said that already. But, you know, I walked away from my religion. I walked away from my faith because it was, to me, it was bullshit. You know, the biggest hypocrites in the world are religious people. Am I judging all of them? I guess you could say I am. So I guess I'm a little hypocritical on this bit. But I see it everywhere. You know, people say that I'm going to hell because I don't believe in God. I really don't give a flying fuck what you say. I don't. If at the end of the day I die and God comes up to me or Jesus Christ comes up to me and says, "I'm sorry, Justin, you're going to hell," I'll be like, "Oh shit. Okay, so maybe I should have paid more attention to Sunday school. Or maybe I shouldn't have walked away." But at this point, there's no proof that that shit's gonna happen. At the end of the day, when I die, I know where I'm going. I'm going 6 feet under in a fucking box. Am I going to some magical little place that may or may not exist? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't care. Because as far as I'm concerned, once I die, I'm away from Earth. I'm buried in Earth, 6 feet under, with a ton of dirt on top of me. And I really don't want to lose to Toronto. All I know is that I see on Facebook, and I've been told by somebody that my day will come. You know what? You're right. My day will come. I will die. When somebody says my day will come, that's what I take it as. That I'm gonna die. Because let's face it, none of us are immortal. We all die. Some of us sooner than we should. Some of us for a reason. You know, some of us all, it doesn't matter. But let's stop with the hate because somebody doesn't have the same religious beliefs that you do, or somebody's a different color than you are. We're fucking better than that, people. Wake the fuck up. Sorry, Jeremy Roenick, stealing your line from you. Wake up. You know, we don't need all of this hate that's going on. You know, I'm trying to find the words. Because it's... As somebody that has had friends of every demographic, I can't believe that the amount of shit that I see going on to all demographics from every other demographic. It's... Fuck. It's bullshit, people. We're all here to live our life. We're here to raise our kids. We're here to grow old and die in a fucking nursing home. We're here to help one another. So fucking do it. Stop being bitches. Stop thinking that you're better than somebody. Because you're fucking not. I'm no better than you are. I'm no better than the person that lives next door to me, the person that lives upstairs to me, to the person than I am to the person that lives across the hall. And you know, these other YouTubers, I'm not calling them out. I'm just using them as an example. They're no better than anybody else either. You know, nobody is better than one another. We're all the same. We all have our issues. Whether it's physical, mental, psychological. We all have our own issues. Let's just help one another. Let's try and live in fucking peace and harmony. I know that I only have... Fuck off and get that fucking puck. I know that I've only got 40 subs. But I want everybody that watches my videos to get this, to understand. Treat people with respect. Stop with the fear-mongering. Stop with listening to the fucking media about certain demographics. Because at the end of the day, we all make our own decisions. You know, we're the ones who decide whether we're going to listen to the media when they say that somebody's a bad person, somebody's a good person, whatever. You know, when it comes to what happened at Edmonton, my town, my fucking city, I don't care if the guy was white, if he was black, if he was brown, purple. I don't give a shit. He's still a piece of shit for what he did. You know, do I like the man? No. Do I respect the man? Not a chance. Am I ever gonna meet the guy? No. No, I'm not gonna meet him. Have I met him? I honestly don't know. Would I do anything to him right now? No. Why? Because that's not who I am. And I have no reason to attack this man. Whether it be physically, verbally, or online. Do I want to give him a piece of my mind? You fucking rights I do. But that's not for me to do. Why? Because I'm just another fucking person. Well, to put it bluntly, when it comes to the world, I'm a nobody. Just like you, just like him, just like all other 8 billion fucking people. We're nobodies. I have a feeling I'm going to get killed this game. But I can do it. You know, like I said, we're here just to live. Live your life to the fullest. You know, Tim McGraw has a song that he put out, I think probably for his dad. It's called Live Like You're Dying. Live every day as if it's your last. You know, go you always, there's that one fishing spot that you've always seen, you drive by, you've seen online. Hit it. Go for it. Go one weekend, just pack your shit up and go fishing. Fishing ain't your thing, you want to go hunting? Go. Do it. Have fun doing it. Try something you've never done before. You know, just live like you're dying. Live life to its fullest. Because to be honest, we never know when we're gonna go. We don't know when our last day is gonna happen. You know, 18 years ago I lost somebody. Lost an ex-girlfriend. Not going to get into the stories of it, but it was brutal. But just live your life. Be happy. Do whatever you can. You know, stop with the negativity. Stop with the hatred. Just fucking be the best person you can. You know, here's an example. I go from bad to good. Read on Facebook that this guy, I don't know where it happened, but he would drive by this homeless guy all the time. And one day, you know, he took a picture of where he was, fed the guy, pled for the citizens of whatever town, city it was, to go and help this guy. Well, it turns out that this guy's post made it to a family member of the homeless guy. And it was 7 years. 7 years since this family member had seen this homeless guy. And the last time he did, it was a parent's funeral. I believe it was their mom that passed away, and they were brothers. You know, the homeless guy, obviously, you know, he had a good job, had a life before, but drugs and alcohol took over. I should say drugs or alcohol took over, and his life went into turmoil. I mean, he just lost his mom. Like, anybody's life would, you know, take a downward spiral. Unfortunately, his just went further. But the brother, you know, had a life, had a wife, kids, job, saw this post or saw the news, and went and found him. Took him home. He got the guy clothes, fed. And you know, that's all that we have to do. Just help people. I'm not saying that you have to go out of your way to do it, but well, that was a fuck up. You know, you see the same homeless guy, girl, talk to them. Yeah, I'll admit, it can be quite scary, because you don't know what they're gonna do. But a lot of times, some of them just want somebody to talk to. If you know that they're lying, let them. Don't call them out on it. Just let them talk. Just listen to their stories. Let them live their life to the fullest. Tell them that lie. We all lie. You know, we all do it. We've done it since we were little. But the guy that this whole story originated from, I will probably never know him, but props to him for doing it. Because one day, you know, he just said, fuck it. I've got this meal, I've got this money, whatever. He can have it because he looks like he needs it more than I do. That is a human fucking being. You know, I'm not saying that you have to go and spend a lot of money to do good. Because truth is, the best feeling that somebody can have is from somebody doing the cheapest thing. All it takes is for you to sit there, smile at somebody, and say hi. Or, how are you? Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. A smile and a nod. A smile and a nod, that's all it might take just to make somebody's day. Because ultimately, you don't know. You don't know what kind of day somebody's having. You don't know if they're getting ready to go to a bridge and jump. You don't know if they're having the shittiest day of their life. Hell, you don't even know if they're having the best day of their life. Shit, maybe they just went and got fucking engaged last night. Found out that their wife is having a baby. All it takes is a smile, a nod, hey, how's it going? Have a good day. You know, let's stop treating people like garbage. Because that's not what we're about, people. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. You know, it doesn't cost money to be a decent fucking human being. It's actually free, believe it or not, people. There's a little secret for you. Life hack 101. It costs zero fucking money to be a decent human fucking being. Spend that money. Spend it. You know, I was born in 81. And the amount of shit that I've seen since then, the amount of shit that I've been involved in since then has been unbelievable. I've done things that I said I would never do. I would be involved in things I said I would never be involved in. But this world is so fucked up. And a lot of it is just because people are fucking stupid. There's another life secret for you. We as human beings, we're fucking stupid. I seriously hope that there is an intelligent life form out there. I believe in extraterrestrials. I believe that we're not the only ones in this universe. But I fucking hope that there's another life form out there. I fucking hope that they're intelligent. I hope that they fucking avoid Earth at all costs. Just stay the fuck away. We don't want their IQs to drop. Because of how we act, how we treat each other. Come on, I shot that shit. We're just fucked up. You know, we need to smarten the fuck up, people. Like, there's more to life than treating somebody that we don't know like absolute shit. Because of how we see them because of media or because of what's happened. You know, Al-Qaeda is a scary group. ISIS is a scary group. North Korea is a scary group. But am I going to avoid somebody, excuse me, that has the same religion as somebody that's... Am I going to avoid somebody that has the same religion as an Al-Qaeda member or an ISIS member? Am I going to avoid a North Korean because they're scary as shit and we don't know what they're going to do or what they're capable of? Not a fucking chance. Because just because somebody is North Korean doesn't mean that they have the same ideologies as Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il or whoever's the leader of North Korea. You know, do I believe that the North Korean that lives down the street from me is currently building a nuclear fucking bomb because North Korea has said that they will bomb the shit out of the US? Not a fucking chance. That's just somebody that wants to... The North Korean that's living down the street from me is somebody that just wants to live his life. Am I going to go in, do a home invasion, and try and find this nuclear bomb that may or may not exist? Not a fucking chance. Am I going to avoid a Hindu or somebody that reads the Quran because Al-Qaeda has extremists in it? Nope, I'm not going to. Hell, I may even make friends with them because I may have a conversation with them because I don't understand their religion. I don't understand their culture. I don't understand anything about them. You know, like I said earlier, people, if you're unsure of a certain demographic of people, go and fucking talk to them. Find out what it is. Find out why they came to a different country. Find out what their religion's all about. Find out why their clothing is different. Just learn about their culture. Learn about their traditions, their holidays, their values. Because I bet you their values are no different than yours and mine. They are going to value the same thing that you and I value. And that's family. they just want to be the best that they can be. They want to live their life. That being said, people, let's stop with the hate. You know, whether it's north of the border, south of the border, I don't care where you're watching this video from. Let's stop. Let's be humans. Treat people with respect. Treat people with dignity. Stop with the killing. Stop with the attacks. Stop with everything. Just do you. And I'm not saying do you to ignore people, because don't. Be the person that your parents raised. And if you were raised in a racist house where that's tripping. You know, if you're white and you were raised to hate black people, stop. It's not going to be easy. But stop. If you were born to hate white people because of something that they did to your family hundreds of years ago, stop. That was hundreds of years ago. The white person that's talking to you right now had absolutely nothing to do with it. That was before I was born, and 100 to 1 says that was before my grandparents and my parents were born. We had nothing to do with it. This if you were raised not to treat everybody with respect, change. You can do it. If you have depression, just know you're not the only one. And don't let anybody get you down. You know, I know you're gonna sit there and say you don't know what it's like. Guess what, sweet pea? I absolutely fucking do. I have depression. Been fighting it for 20 years. Probably even longer. I do it without medication. It's hard as fuck. but I do it. You know, everybody's life, you know, we're all worth it. No matter what anybody says, if they say that you're worthless, that you're a piece of shit, and or that you should kill yourself, don't. Because guess what? You're not a piece of shit. You're worth it. Don't. A lot of people who say shit like that, don't understand what life is like. They don't understand what it's like to fight mental health issues. They don't understand how words can easily affect the person that they're saying it to. If you know, like I said, I know what it's like. There have been times in the last 10 years, multiple times, where I've said fuck it and was ready to kill myself, commit suicide. And I didn't. I'm still here. You know, I'll even go back 15 years. No, 14 years. And I've wanted to. You know, if you're watching this and you're fighting depression, feel free to message me on Twitter. My Twitter is down below, or my Facebook page. That should be in the description as well. You know, I'll sit there, I'll talk to you. You know, just don't let people get you down. People do care. You know, they say, and it's very much true, that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. It absolutely is. It doesn't just affect you when you commit suicide. It affects your family and your friends. And trust me, everybody has friends. I sit there and I joke around and say that I don't have any friends because I've burned bridges. That's very much true. I have burnt bridges. But I have friends. You know, some people, some of them, I've never met in person. Will I ever meet them in person? Face to face? I honestly don't know. I would love to say that, yeah, I will. But the truth is, I honestly don't know. You know, one of my best friends is somebody that I game with regularly. And I know that I can message him anytime. He might not always be awake because, hello, my schedule's fucked up, but, you know, he'll get back to me when he is awake. And G, you know, you're my boy. You know, he's not the only one. I'm in a chat room with a bunch of other YouTubers, and they're all damn good people. Like, there's, in the chat, there's always somebody in there that can talk, that I could talk to. You know, if I need to. I can't sit there and say that I know what it's like to deal with schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, because the truth is, I don't know what you guys go through. I don't know what it's like to live with that. But if you guys need help with it, get the help that you guys need, because mental health is not something to screw around with. You know, I know that I've got subs all over the world. All 40 of you guys. But find where you guys can get that help. Because it's not something to fuck around with. You know, just because somebody may be different than you doesn't give you the fucking right to make fun of them. Doesn't give you the right to judge them. Because like I said earlier, we are all here to live our life. We're here to do the best that we can. We're here together. And what the hell? just live your life as if it's your last day. Because you never know. But there's 10.5 minutes left in the game. Probably another 20 minutes left recording this with the face-offs. You know, back to my whole point on this video was the terror attack in Edmonton. The alleged. We'll leave it at alleged because it hasn't been claimed by any terroristic groups. So we'll just say that it's somebody that wanted to fuck up his own life by going after people. And he did a good job of it. God damn it, Hemsky. You know, the Edmonton police officer that was the first to be attacked, Constable Chernick, my God, man, you're a fucking hero. You know, I can sit here and say that if I was one of the civilians in the area that watched this shit go down, I'd be right there to help you. But the truth is, man, I honestly don't know. The way that, you know, you getting stabbed multiple times, and then getting back up to chase the suspect. What the hell, man? Like, you're superhuman, man. Like, I know that your adrenaline was off the charts, but holy shit. You know, I know you wanted to stop whatever was going to happen afterwards by getting the suspect. And you didn't know exactly what was going on. But to me, you're a fucking hero. You know, and I hope that at some point you're back on the job and putting the fear back into the criminals in this city. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, and to the civilians that were also attacked, I wish you guys a speedy recovery, and don't let this shit bring you down. Don't let it jade who you are. Be human beings and treat everybody equally. I can't say that I know what you guys are going through, because I don't know. I've never been there, and I don't want to be there. You know, I am sorry for what happened. I have no reason to apologize, but I am sorry that you guys had to go through that. I just want you guys to know that Edmonton, Alberta, and Canada, and the rest of the world are with you guys. Speedy recovery. And you guys can go at some point back to the way you guys were before. You know, back to your jobs, back to school. And not hate anybody for what happened. I don't blame you if you hate the suspect in this, the offender, because I would, you know, but don't hate anybody else. Don't hate anybody of any demographic, whether it's religious or racial. Just have your hatred for the offender, for the guy that actually did this, because he's the one where your hatred should be. Like I said earlier, you guys, I'm not going to lose to Montreal. No. Like I said earlier, you guys, you know, don't keep the hate up. Let's stop with the hate. Let's stop with the bullying. Let's stop with everything else. I'll get into the bullying on another video, but let's just stop with everything, with all the hate, with all this shit. Let's just be fucking decent human beings to one another. And what the hell is up with this score? Let's be humans. Let's love one another. And Jesus, 10 fucking 10. Holy fuck. God damn it. No, not today. Ugh. But guys, I really have nothing further to add, so let's just finish this off. And on that note, guys, let's keep Constable Chernick and the 4 civilians in our thoughts. And let's hope for a speedy recovery from everybody. And on that note, guys, my rant is done. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys in my next video, which I hope will be a bit of a happier video. On that note, guys, it's Justin, NHL 18. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.